Good morning, everyone. Let's stand and sing our call to worship, which will be on the screen. Welcome.
I'm in the right place
At the right time, I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
I'm in the right place
At the right time, I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
I'm in the right place
At the right time, I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Oh yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting that message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting that message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Oh yeah.
My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Oh my soul.
Sing it out. Soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Keep it
Oh my
up.
soul.
My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. One more time. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Let it out. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Woo!
There we go. Good morning. My name is Bob White, and I am very happy to be here as your server's assistant today. I welcome each and every one of you, particularly if there are those of you who are here for your first time. Thank you so much for deciding to spend part of your Sunday morning with us at Unity of Traverse City. And to see some familiar faces that I haven't seen in a while, it's great to see them too. And also to anybody on YouTube, thank you for joining us today. I do have some announcements this morning. Today is the last day to enter the World Series fundraiser that we're holding, and Michael Robold has a couple of comments. He says that will be short. We have a stopwatch on the screen, so you're good.
Okay, so all of you who entered the contest started when there were 8 teams. Now there's 2. 2 teams, Toronto and Los Angeles. They've each won 1 game. The team that wins 3 more games is the World Series champion. And there's $500 that we've raised. If you want to get in today, it costs you $200. Those who were smart put their money in when there were 8 teams for $25. So we have 3 individuals who are still in the running. They've all picked Toronto. So the church is going to get 80%, and the winner or winners will get what's 20% divided by 3, perhaps. Otherwise, the church gets it all. And there is one ongoing fundraiser, and that's the change in the big goblet on in the hallway as you're walking. It once was Mile of Pennies, but any change is welcome now. Inflation has raised the ante a little bit. And then there will be another fundraiser in November. More on that later, but that's Ohio State versus Michigan in football. So if you're not a sports fan, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, Michael. Moving along, next Sunday, which is November the 2nd, we're going to have a Day of the Dead celebration. There is a potluck planned with a Mexican theme for the food, but you can bring whatever you want, I'm sure. Bring a dish if you're interested. They also have a time that people can share about their altars, and if you haven't built an altar yet, you can see anybody, you can see, raise your hand if you were here last year and you know about the altars. You take a look around, there's a whole lot of people here. They're fun to do, they're easy. It's a chance to honor those loved ones, pets, whoever have passed. And it's a ritual that started pretty much, I believe, in Mexico a number of years ago. I like it when I get nods from Jill. That means I'm on the right track. You know, you can use different types of food that you have out there that people liked, pictures, anything that reminds you of the past. So it's a lot of fun. We'll have a chance to share what the meaning is of some of the things. So come along. I'll be here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday during the day if you want to get in during the day to set up your altar. You also can do it if you get here early next week. So that'll be fun. The Compassionate Choices group is also going to have a potluck on Sunday, November the 9th. I don't know how many of you have had vegan food, but these people know how to cook. It is really, really good stuff. I look forward to these every time they have them. I think it's once a quarter. There is a sign in the hall as a sign-up sheet if you'd like to bring something. Excuse me. You're not required to, but it's nice if you do, and just write down what you plan to bring. I don't personally mind if we have 5 or 6 desserts, but it's kind of nice to spread it around as well. There will be a documentary, Rowdy Girl, which shows the inspiring work of a cattle rancher who was turned into an activist. So please join us for a meal and the film. T-shirt orders. T-shirt orders are now being taken through next week. Next Sunday, we have 2 different varieties. One has the Unity logo on the front, one has the Unity logo on the back. They both have affirmations on them. So if you'd like to get a T-shirt or 2, there is a order form in on the table near the kitchen. Has an example of what they are with the colors on the wall, and just fill that out. The price is $27 per T-shirt, and we need to have those by next week if you're interested in getting one. You can pay by check, you can pay by cash, you can pay by PayPal or Zeffy, whichever you prefer. So we're trying to make it as easy as we can for you. And if you need help for the online stuff, just see me. Finally, Lori Colburn, is she here today? No, she's not here, so we won't have an announcement. At this point, I'd like to invite Mary Ann to come up for our monthly Earth Care Covenant.
Thanks, Bob. Good morning. Native American wisdom tells us that we are here to heal, not to harm. We are here to love, not to hate. We are here to create, not to destroy. So on this Earth Care Sunday, let us remember their wisdom as we read our Earth Care Covenant together. Together, our consciousness reveals that all of creation is created as one. People of faith, we commit to a renewed reverence for life and respect for independent web of all existence. We envision a world where all beings are assured a secure and meaningful life that is ecologically responsible and sustainable. We agree to transform our individual congregational lives into acts of moral witness, respectful habits for new behaviors that demonstrate our respect for this harmony and interconnectedness. We declare our covenant with God to walk lightly upon the earth for the greatest good of all creation. So what we've been doing recently is Earth Care action steps. And today, the step that I chose is avoiding palm oil. I don't know how many of you know too much about this, but I learned a lot recently. It's estimated to be found in 50% of all supermarket goods, from sweets to cleaning projects to makeup and pet foods. An unsustainable means of growing and processing it has resulted in widespread devastation and biodiversity loss across the rainforest in South Asia. Wild orangutans, elephants, rhinoceroses, tigers are all being affected as their habitats shrink. So learning about this complex issue is really the first step. As informed consumers, we can reduce our consumption of products containing palm oil by checking labels and on food and household items and purchasing from companies with commendable palm oil practices. There's a free app called Palm Oil Scan. It's on our little card today. It's on the back. The Palm Oil Scan that allows you to scan product labels and receive a rating of excellent, good, fair, or poor on a company's conservation practices. So it's kind of fun to do, and it's free to put on your phone. So if you'd like to, I'll be glad to show you after the service. We can scan some products in the kitchen and see how they rate. And it's just another thing to help us become aware of how important our choices are as consumers. And we each make a difference, so let's make a difference together. Thank you.
It sounded so good when we were standing before when we were singing. Let's do it again. Can't you just feel my love? Now that we're finally here, with the twilight and the moment so near, something so beautifully clear has found its way into my heart. Something near to say, the sunshine is here to stay. If eternity takes us away, it never leaves us apart. Can you just feel my love? Don't you just feel my love? Can you feel my love take you away? 'Cause I can feel your love. I feel it lift me up. I can feel your love take me away. There's an ocean of love all around us, and we tried to hide, but it found us, and it's waiting to rush in and drown us. It's the sound of a beckoning call. Something I think we should sing
This is the time of our opening prayer. We are grateful for the opportunity to be here today together, to share our love with one another, to have the ability to share that love with each and every person we meet in each and every day of our lives. And collectively, that love spreads from person to person, from state to state, nation to nation, until it encompasses the entire world. We will do our part daily, and for this we are grateful. And so it is, amen. We'll move right now into our time of meditation. As the lights come down, get as comfortable as you can in your seats, and take a calming breath or two. And as you do, you can imagine the light of Spirit entering into your body from the top of your head, down through your neck, through your shoulders. And when it gets to your heart, it merges with your light. So your light and Spirit light are one. And from this place, from this moment, there is no worry, no anxiety, only inner peace, love, and compassion. From this place, we can feel the Christ presence within us and with everyone else. We feel the oneness that we are, not only with Spirit, but with one another, for everything on this planet and for the planet itself. We are one from divine mind. And in our divine nature, nothing can change that. So as we go into the silence today, take a moment to be in this moment, to feel that presence of Spirit within us and among us as we are here today in this sanctuary. Feel it filling the room, expanding past the boundaries of the church, and going to the universe. Feel that love within you now, in the silence. As we come back to this moment in time, we are grateful for all that we are, for our being, and for our place in this world to be a conduit for God. And so it is. Amen.
It's the hardest thing to give away,
last thing on your mind today, it always goes to those who don't deserve. It's the opposite of how you feel when the pain they caused is just too real. Takes everything you have just to say the word forgiveness. Forgiveness. It flies in the face of all your pride. It moves away the mad inside. It's always anger's own worst enemy. And even when the jury and the judge say you got a right to hold a grudge, it's the whisper in your ear saying, set it free. Forgiveness. 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 Oh, forgiveness. Show me how to love the unlovable. Show me how to reach the unreachable. Help me now to do the impossible. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Help me now to do the impossible. Forgiveness. It'll clear the bitterness away, can even set a prisoner free. There's no end to what its power can do. So let it go and be amazed by what you see through eyes of grace. The prisoner that it really frees is you. Forgiveness. 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 Oh, forgiveness. Show me how to love the unlovable. Show me how to reach the unreachable. Help me now to do the impossible. Forgive. I want to finally set it free. Show me how to see what your mercy sees. Help me now to give what you gave to me. Forgiveness. 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 Forgiveness.
I'm always amazed when we have like 3 or 4 people who are not here today in the music team, but they all step up and do a phenomenal job no matter how many are here or not. Thank you guys very much. And I sat down too soon after the affirmation, after the meditation. I forgot about the affirmation for the day, so hopefully we can get that back up on the screen. There we go. Let's say this together, please. I release any resentments, fears, or judgments I may hold. Fit just perfectly right there, didn't it? Today we have our own Reverend Julie Che to be our speaker once again. She always has an interesting and meaningful message, so join me in welcoming Julie.
Thank you so much. And Gordon, that was gorgeous. Thank you, music team. Go ahead and do slide 1, Molly. Thank you. Is it up there? Thank you. Grace and peace to you, embodied and non-bodied beings, and all the angels and guides who adore you. Peace be with you. Let us pray. We thank our higher selves, our angels, guides, and the mystery we call God for loving us just as we are, for having compassion for our human experience, and guiding us into the higher truths we came here to learn. Thank you for inspiring the speaking and hearing of this message of forgiveness and bringing us into even greater alignment with our divine inner light. For all this, we are grateful. Let all the people say. Slide 2. Let's begin by putting our hands on our heart. Bob kind of led us through this a little bit. On your heart chakra, center of your chest. And breathe in. You can just close your eyes and breathe in love and light. Imagine breathing it in right into your heart and release all else. Just let everything else go. And again, on your next breath, breathe in love and light. And just release all else. On your next breath, breathe in love and light. And breathe love and light out into every cell in your body. And now breathe in love and light again. And breathe it out into all the layers of your aura, the energy field around your body. And now breathe in love and light again into your heart center. And let it go up to your shoulders and down your arms and form a beautiful ball. If you want to put your hands out, allow a beautiful ball of divine love and light to form into your hands, into your healing hands. And let it get nice and big. And imagine planet Earth before you, and go ahead and place or splash or blow this energy onto the earth. Watch it penetrate and cleanse the atmosphere. Watch it enter the mountains and the oceans and the trees and all creatures great and small, from the largest elephant to the tiniest flea, and into every consciousness down to the smallest grain of sand. May all beings know they are loved. May all beings experience the everlasting peace of forgiveness and grace. May we know that we are loved, and may we experience the everlasting peace of forgiveness and grace, now and forever. Let all the people say. Slide 3. Who's up on the slide? What's his favorite drink? Fruit punch. If Superman gets triggered, what does he do? Punches. Well, he might fly, but he punches, right? He's a puncher. Our superheroes are all punchers. Our superheroes believe that what is outside of themselves will determine what they're feeling inside. And therefore, they must control outside sources that trigger them, that trigger their old negative beliefs about themselves, that make them uncomfortable. We're teaching this to our kids with our superheroes. Maybe they have new ones now, I hope so. Time to tap, tapping hero, or inner, hands-on heart breathing hero, or forgiveness hero. Forgiveness hero, wouldn't that be cool? If we need to attack what we perceive as the source of our inner emotional or physical pain, we'll be in a constant state of fear, pain, and war. Welcome to humanity. Slide 4. Holding on to grudges, hurts, resentment, blame, suffering, and victimization limit our capable spirits. It traps our energy in our body, causes trauma, pain, and dis-ease. When negative emotions are triggered in Superman or you or me, it's because they are already there. I want you to hear that. Nobody triggers something that isn't there, right? Two people can be in the same situation, have the same experience. One gets triggered, one doesn't. If we get triggered, it's because it's already there. And these emotions are coming up for healing. For me, that's the meaning of what's in the way is the way. Does that make sense? Those of you that read the book? Sometimes we are catalysts for each other's growth. We trigger each other. Has anybody ever done that? Huh? Have you ever had somebody apologize because they were angry at you or resentful or blaming you? I had that happen recently, and I'm like, okay, thank you. But I'm thinking to myself, because this person's still in victim mode, I'm thinking to myself, really ought to forgive yourself. Because that energy, I knew something was going on. I didn't take it in, but you sure did. You made yourself sick. How do I know I have an old core negative belief about myself? Well, how do we know when someone triggers us? What happens? It's like it rises up, right? Almost literally from the unconscious where we shoved it down, it rises up and we go, oh shit, what's that? How do we know when we are triggered? What do we do with it? Maybe we find ourselves justifying our anger or the badness of that person or complaining about them. Sometimes that's what friendships are based on. Confirm my victimization, that I'm a good person and that person's bad. The current administration has been a catalyst for many of us, no? Yeah? We have a choice to be victims and join their victim triangle of victim, rescuer, persecutor. You can see how it keeps going around and around and around, right? Victim, rescuer, persecutor. Or we can be creators, and we can take this opportunity to heal old feelings of helplessness, powerlessness, and victimization. At the first Trump administration in 2016, I think I shared with you, I said, I'm going to be better because of this. And that's when I studied with the Berkeley Psychic Institute for 2 years. I want some tools. I want to grow. I want to grow myself. I want to enlarge my light. I want to be of greater service. We can do our inner work even as we do our outer work as empowered creators, coaches, and challengers. We can let our light shine and use our gifts for the highest good of all. It's not one or the other. We're always growing, right? Sometimes when we move out in one way, it causes us to grow in another. I always say if I clean my closet, I end up cleaning out some old emotions, and vice versa. If I do inner work, I end up cleaning out my closet. I think I got some more inner work to do because my closet's a mess now, so. Slide 5. Check out this catalyst dynamic diagram I did years ago for inner listening. Can you read? Is it big enough to read what it says? The catalyst says or does something, that's the one on the left, says or does something that triggers our unconscious childhood wounds and false beliefs. In this diagram, an old childhood false belief is, I never can do anything right. That's triggered, and that releases in that middle person in you, us, that old feeling of worthlessness and shame. It comes up. I'm just trying to show it coming up, because it's stuck down there. It's coming up. Often we're not aware of the feelings we have rejected, so we become angry So that's up here, that anger. And we blame the catalyst for how we feel. Or we take the anger out on a more vulnerable person. Or we turn the anger inward and experience depression. Anger turned inward is depression. We can forgive the other who triggered us. The reason forgiveness is so easy is that they've simply been a catalyst for us to heal these things that were getting in the way of us being a light in the world, right? Enjoying our life, feeling our joy, connecting to our spirit, being one with our source, our creator. Hearing our guides and angels, being in the flow of life. It gets easier and easier the more we do this. You can almost just, after you get triggered, say, oh, thank you for that. Thank you. I got to work on something, but thank you ahead of time. These old false beliefs keep us playing small, and that's why we welcome when they get triggered. That doesn't mean that hurt or violence or cruelty, anything done to us or anybody else, is wrong or right. This is far beyond that. It's far beyond the judgment. It's about us inside. Every time we do our healing work, it will get easier and easier. And it does. In Unity's publication titled Mindful Moments that was out front, Reverend Richard, and you got to correct me on this word, is it Medecky? You know? Okay, I'm just going to go with Medecky. He confirmed this when he wrote, when we approach forgiveness as a spiritual practice, we realize it is rarely about the other person. In order for the healing of true forgiveness to take place, I must forgive myself. Yeah. Slide 6. Let's say this together. All forgiveness is internal reconciliation. Whether I ask for forgiveness or give it to others, it is my own peace I am seeking. The work happens inside me. He concludes, I must be willing to let go of the poison of unforgiveness. I must stop stewing in that, I'm ad-libbing here. I must stop stewing in that resentment, and that shame, and that guilt, and that blame that keep me small. All the discomfort, he says, is within me, created by me, and I'm the only one who can heal it through self-forgiveness. He concludes his article on forgiveness saying, in the end, there is nothing to forgive. At the spiritual level, no one is doing anything wrong or making any mistakes. We are all getting what we need for our soul's growth. Let me say that again. We are all getting what we need for our soul's growth. And each of us is in service to the other in this regard. From this perspective, we can see that there are no victims and no perpetrators. The victim triangle is far below this way of thinking. He says there are only teachers or students. I like to say there are only catalysts. Not one above another, you know, we're catalysts for one another. Slide 7. A Course in Miracle teaches that forgiveness is a shift in perception that removes a block in me to my awareness of love's presence. Isn't that beautiful? Forgiveness removes that block. And I've worked with people in my tapping work where they forgive, and when that happens, it's, oh my God, it's like they're radiant. It's like this huge burden they were carrying inside of that resentment and the blame. It's just gone. and they're transformed, and it's beautiful. When these blocks are removed, you and I can enter more fully into our limitless possibilities and full potential. In a conversation with an alien being, you know I'd have to bring aliens in, right? Through a client who is in deep hypnosis, Dolores Cannon asked if their beings ever make mistakes, or are they infallible? No, replied the alien being, making mistakes are normal. But we don't view a mistake as requiring punishment. You beings, in other words, us earth people, seem to feel that when a mistake is made, the feeling of guilt must be experienced. You got that? And then sometimes a punishment is added to reinforce the guilt, so the mistake is not made again. Who remembers, I'm ad-libbing here, and this is not the alien talking, who remembers getting punished as a kid and being told, and I'm using my finger, don't ever do that again? Raise your hand if you, yeah. Don't ever do that again. What the parent, and this just occurred to me as I was writing this, I could be full of it, but what the parent is really saying, I think, is don't trigger those feelings in me again. Right? Does that make sense? Don't you trigger those feelings in me again. But the kids don't understand that. And maybe the parent doesn't understand it either. They don't understand it's really about the parent's fear of feeling the emotions that came up. So the child takes the scolding to heart, and it means I'm a bad girl, I'm a bad boy, I never do anything right. And sometimes parents even say that, right? You bad girl, you bad boy. We talk to our pets that way. Next time, think about it. You bad bird. You bit me, you bad bird. It's really what happened. Oh, betrayal, right? I feel betrayed. My bird bit me. The being continues, the alien being. We don't feel punishment and guilt are necessary. Whenever you call a mistake happens, we automatically compensate for it. The person who made the error is aware that it happened. That's all that's required. They are aware of it, and they will learn from it. And some of these dudes have blown up other planets, and still, this is how they, These feelings of guilt and punishment are one of the major things that keep Earth beings from progressing at a more rapid rate. This is the alien talking. These feelings of guilt and punishment are one of the major things that keep Earth beings from progressing at a more rapid rate. They're hung up on guilt and punishment, and they keep themselves from progressing. It's an obstacle, he says. And when the belief in guilt and punishment is removed, Earth beings can pursue more of their dreams. They can actualize things, law of attraction, make them happen more easily because they're not holding themselves back. Most of the illness, he continues, that Earth beings suffer from stems from this. This planet is wrapped up with that same type of reinforcement. It's a conditioning taught at a very young age. It has to do with limitation. Earth beings have to learn how to overcome their limitations if they want to progress more rapidly. Limitless conditioning needs to be taught at a young age. End of quote. What if the burden of guilt and punishment were melted away so we're really free to pursue our dreams and soul purpose? What if the law of attraction really worked, the law of the universe? What we focus on increases. That we're all creators, all beings of light, Would we be bolder? Would we have more courage and passion and exuberance? Maybe even be more of a spiritual badass like Jesus? You knew I'd get that word in there, didn't you? What if we put that intention forth, you and I, to release guilt and shame and blame and resentment and punishment? Would we even need to suffer, struggle, or be in pain? Think about it. Slide 8. Bob said if I was going to quote an alien being, I had to quote Unity too. Unity Principle 5 says that understanding the spiritual truths is not enough. We must also apply them. So are you ready? You ready to apply them? We're going to practice. Slide 9. That was coming up, so I'm glad you're ready. So let's just come down. Take a moment, if it feels right to you, to close your eyes. You can put your hand on your heart center if you'd like. And take deep, relaxing breaths in and out. You're already centered. Just come all the way into your body. And now ask to be aware of someone or some situation that has triggered you recently. If you find it, please raise one hand so I know where we are together. Good, thank you. Now ask yourself, where do I feel this in my body? And you can say directly to my body, to your body, where am I holding this in my body? Is it in your chest or belly or solar plexus? And if you don't notice, that's okay. Just notice the feeling. Who has a bodily sensation? Good. Yeah. What is this energy, this feeling energy that was triggered like in you? Is it poking or stabbing or dull? How are you noticing it? Is it heavy or light or somewhere in between? Is this energy moving fast or slow or somewhere in between? Perhaps it has a color or a shape. Notice what it feels like to notice it. This energy is probably familiar to you. So just say hello to it. Open your heart to it. It's probably not the first time you felt it, but it might be the first time you don't try to get rid of it or move away from it. Just keep saying hello. Hello is a powerful word I learned at the Psychic Institute. Just keep saying hello. Right now, you're experiencing the concept that we've been studying. What's in the way is the way. This is a holy exercise, and your angels and guides are supporting you. Feel the love that is all around you and within you. By being present to this feeling energy that's been blocking your limitless possibilities, you are allowing it to soften and unfold. Notice the softening and the unfolding. And once again, say hello. Imagine allowing this energy to enter into a soft baby blanket that you're holding with your spirit hands. What does it feel like? to hold this energy that you have rejected for so long in this compassionate and kind way, in a soft baby's blanket. This energy, these feelings may have been trying to protect you when you were very young. Maybe they kept you from being bad or getting into trouble. Just say hello to them. Say, I know you were trying to protect me, and I thank you for that. But now this energy is limiting your possibility and stifling your divine potential and joy. Again, say thank you to this energy you're holding in compassion. Let it know it's time to release. It's time to transmute and go to source. It is no longer has a place in you. And feel yourself lifting it up into the light, higher and higher and higher. Lifting it up into the light, processing and releasing from your mind, body, and energy field until it becomes lighter and lighter and one with God. And repeat after me as you continue to visualize this releasing. Thank you, divine healing intelligence. Repeat after me, please. Thank you, divine healing intelligence, for melting away and releasing from my mind, my body, and my energy field all the positive and negative charges, beliefs, perspectives, and conditioning that limited my divine potential. And take a nice deep breath and notice how your body feels. Allow a half smile to come to your face. Take another nice deep breath and feel yourself sitting in the chair. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Notice your hands. Notice your body. Remember that what's in the way is the way, that our souls have agreed to be catalysts for one another. So each of us can grow in our limitless divine potential. Slide 9. Let's read this slide together. I forgive you as I am forgiven. When we meet again, it will be in the spirit of love. Thank you, God, that this has come to pass, and so it is. You have released a lot, so we need to bring our energy back to us. Please rub your hands together. We're going to create a big golden sun above our head as if we're holding a huge exercise ball. Call all your energy back to you, nice and clean and clear. And invite anything from your oversoul that you need to live in the flow of true forgiveness. Let's throw in a bucket of yellow sparkles for amusement, green for healing, green for healing, blue for serenity, pink for unconditional love, and violet for affirmation of you as a magnificent embodied spirit you are, catalysts for one another and forgiving always. Give it a big pop and shimmy in all those sparkles. Woo! Our director at the Psychic Institute used to say, if you're not full of yourself, you'll be full of something else. And you might not like that. So anytime you do a lot of releasing, be sure to bring in a big golden sun, throw some sparkles in. I usually do a half one when I'm driving. I do a half tapping when I'm driving. Yeah. Slide 10. Please join me in the closing affirmation on this slide. The forgiving love of Jesus Christ flows through my mind, and I am free. Thank you, and may it be with the blessings of the Supreme Being that this message is complete. Namaste.
Thank you, Julie. I'm much more relaxed now than I was when I walked in that door, I can tell you that. This is now our time of offering, a time to share our financial gifts with the ministry. As children of a loving God, we live in the light of abundance. Deeply grateful for all that has been given and all that is to come, we embrace the good that God provides with joy and thanksgiving. Let's say our prosperity blessing together. The words are on the screen together. Blessed be to God. He is my constant, instant, and unfailing source of abundant good.
Which way the wind blows when this day is done. Breathe, breathe in the air. Set your intentions. Dream with care. Tomorrow's a new day. The birds, the direction of love. Breathe, breathe in the air. Cherish this moment, cherish this breath. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone. way the wind blows when this day is done.
I taught him everything he knows. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it was. Well, I'd like to thank you again for taking the time to be with us this morning. It's great to see all of your faces here today. For all of you on YouTube, thank you as well. It's great to have you seeing us each Sunday. At this point, I would like to also point out that we will have prayer chaplains. Normally there's one here at the sanctuary and one out by the office door. If you have any individual needs for prayer today. We also have some coffee, some other beverages, and a few snacks back in the fellowship hall. You all are very welcome to come and join us for a little bit of fellowship time as well. So with that, let's go ahead and form our circle for our closing. Yep. We've got some people with long arms. We can make this work today. I would like to mention that I'd like us to hold Chuck and Susie in our thoughts and prayers today. Chuck had some back surgery on Friday. It was something that had been scheduled a few years ago, but he had some heart issues and they had to postpone it, and he went downstate for that. So let's hold them again in our prayers and see a good outcome for him and Susie as well. At this time, if there's someone you know or some situation that you would like to put in the middle of this circle, go ahead and say their names, the situation, or whatever is needed to be in prayer today. Lori, Chuck. We release these thoughts and prayers knowing that whomever is in need of them will hear them today. And we are so very grateful for this time we spent together, for the love that we share, and for the presence of Spirit in our lives with every step and every breath we take every day. Let's close today with our prayer for protection, which is on the screen. Together.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God